This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Break. 52. Mike 52. He's tired of you. Five.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen play and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Watch tight end. 4 down. Alert. Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready, ready. Mike bar 2. Mike bar 2. Hey, tight. Hey. High 7. Mike 52. Mike 52. Ready.
3rd down. They'll throw with stick. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
Now a give running right is Love. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Dalton. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Dalton here from the gun. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
It's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stick looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
We got 4. Bang, 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 bang.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
X3, 218, chop, shoot.
Here's Stick, third and long. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You ain't going nowhere. They go 368.
Throwing again. Dalton. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and short. Here, freebie for Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Kill. 2-2. Move. Bravo.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go draw play. It's Dillon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight down. There you go. 2-2. Move.
And Dalton to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They come out here in the eye.
Right here. Shoot.
Going to give it to Love. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Check. Lucky. 9-3. Get the pass up.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll throw on 2nd down as Stick. This is Shepard on the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Be trip.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Stick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go! Thumbs up the helmet, here we go. Hey, Foxtrot. 50's the money. Come on, you better bring it. 5.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And Tate's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stick from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
No. Tight dog. Tighten up. Kill. Look at me. Door. Now.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
and trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Draw quarters. Hey, Haywood.
Off play action, it's Stick. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
368. 93, 52, 93.
To throw again, Dalton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Dalton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the...
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Stick back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Stick looking to throw. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We own them. 6-6. Pull it high.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Greystone travel. Fire.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stick. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Hands up. Green 18. 59. I got it. Hands up.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Dalton now to pass. Green brings slings it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Raise it. 59 Mike. Hey, echo. On the ball. Mike 5'9". Here we go.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Get in the weight room.
To throw again. Dalton. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back. Five. Ready.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Hey, Charlie. Can't believe they even let you play. Watch the edge. Protein spill. Hey, lock it. Check. Check three.
1st and 10, stick. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm going back to you. Kill.
Now. On 2nd down, Barkley. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think.
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, exit. Shoot.
Stick looking to throw on first and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. That'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on first and 10. Nice run on second and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on third down? You're a little off balance.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Third down, they'll throw with Stick. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a the Cincinnati score. John Ross, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Watch the slant. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, pick it up, defense. Yes. Go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick to Barkley on the check down. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Topper!
Stick looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Taken in at the 22. Bernard shows the agility. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Dalton. Open man is Uzama. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. You better be afraid of me. Hey, Zoo. 31. Get it.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Giants take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Bandit. Bandit. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50. Smooth. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Orbit. Check. 4 down. 4 down. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. I'm coming. Hey, Mike's 50. Look at me. Zipper. I got you. You're all mine. Hey, Foxtrot. You're all mine.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
15 line. Watch the screen.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Watch the screen. Check 26. Hot.
On 2nd down now. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. 22 jet bomber.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Come on, Lyle. We better than that.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off the bootleg. McDonald. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game as his guys continue to pour it on. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Bengals 49, Giants 10.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field.
They've got his man complete. 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Let's go. Do it.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Ready? 70, Indy. 59, Mike to 59. You got to get the ball. Do you get the ball? Hey, Haywood. Go.
From the gun, McDonald. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, Alpha. 59, Mike. 6'6", pull it high. Come on, D. Lead them.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. He's got Green. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Stick. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Situation. Let's go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, Echo. Jump. Get it.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike's 50. Here we go. Mike's 50. Here we go. Hey, wahoo. Hey, Rocky, ready?
On 4th down, here's Stick. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Open man is Switzer, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Stick. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
X3, 218, chopper. Watch the twist. Share. Hey, Delta.
Here's Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Switch. Watch out. Watch out.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Let's go. 60 or. Okay, double up. Kill. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey. High 7. 57's the mic. All right, D, let's try. All right, D. Hey, check, Mike 57. I hope you brought your look. Go. 57's Mike 57. Let's go.
On third down, it's Stick. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
14, spell.
A first down carry for Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Off play action, it's Stick. Outright, he gets this one to Switzer. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Bravo. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Bring it.
Stick back to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third and short. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready? Right there in the middle, 55. Who draw corkers? Smooth. Alert 3. Mike. Hey, orbit. 55.
Stick from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now second and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
And bring it. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Shoot.
Here's Stick looking to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick